Okay, we are back and we are ready for some top 8 action.
Starting off with Spiffirific, who is on an absolute monster of a four-color, four-faction mid-range deck, playing everyone's favorite Throne cards. We have Display of Ambition, we have Jack Mercenary Hunter, some Sindarin Arcanum Curators, 4 Decro, 4 of the new Black Book Pit Boss, 4 of the somewhat new Xo.
Yeah, and we have that going up against ABoss on standard Skycry Yetis.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is definitely going to be an interesting match. I'm not really sure how to categorize Spiff's deck, but it does seem like it is well positioned against Yetis with the Dichros and the Black Books. There's a lot of things to just kind of get in the way of these small
There, uh,
monsters.
there are certainly a lot of units that generate a lot of value on the board state, and there are definitely a lot of units that can take out another units profitably without even having to block.
Speaking of taking out value and blocking, Desert Marshal is going to do both.
Yeah, Desert Marshal absolute bit down here. I think I think Spifferific firmly in the driver's seat, especially this Jack can come down.
Oh yeah.
Getting double damage, drawing them a treasure trove. ABoss sitting on 2 torches. They really need to draw some real pressure apart from these torches right now in order to go back into the driver's seat and have a real chance at this match. I feel.
The good news for ABoss is that once they get rid of the Jack, Spiff doesn't have anything immediately next. But there are a lot of scary things he could draw.
Spifferific does not have something that is immediately threatening to ABoss, but they definitely have a lot of really good draws, and they do have the Send an Agent in hand as a piece of interaction.
Yep, that's true. But ABoss gets through with that Yeti to draw more power. Wow, everybody just has tons of power.
Yeah, both players seem to be flooding out quite a bit. ABoss,
Plunk is a pretty good answer to Flood.
yep, Plunk here will put ABoss quite ahead, and Spifferific will need 2 whole cards to answer Plunk in most boards. Well, there's 2 Send an Agents. It's really not ideal, but
It's not what you want to do, but it's what you have to do. I would very much expect to see both these Senate agents take down Plunk.
yep. Spifferific not even able to play the Xenon Silex for the treasure trove as they lack the third justice influence.
Interestingly, ABoss is on 2 colors and playing copies of Xenon or something Conclave, whereas Spiff is running 4 colors and not running a single one.
Yeah, I think the logic behind that is that it is a big liability against the aggro matchup, but you are also running a lot of really good anti-aggro cards, so don't know how big of a concession. It might be an oversight, it might be a conscious decision. I could see it either way, personally.
Yep, agreed. Either
ABoss
way,
here,
Spiff. Oh, no,
playing Inspired Prank from the market, just getting a nice 2/2 out there in the board, followed by a Torque, getting some extra reach, and Spifferific absolutely dead, drawing complete break after break here.
Yeah, that Silex does turn on the other Silex, but he is very far behind.
Too little, too late. And I think this is lethal.
We're still alive.
No, this is Torch.
Oh,
Yeah.
nope, sorry. Torch in hand. Okay. Alright. Next game, we'll draw less power.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I think both players are wishing to draw less power for the next game, to be honest.
Yep. It is very funny how ABoss on a deck with one fire and two primal influence blips is running a full playset of Zoltan Conclave. Meanwhile, Spifferific's influence requirements are quite a lot more.
Yeah, Spiff is just like, it looked like he took every value card he could find, didn't care what color it was as long as it wasn't primal, and just slammed them all into attack.
Hey, power cards plus spells has won the last two world championships. All right,
You're not wrong.
definitely a winning strategy. Spifferific here, pretty decent hand, a bit slow. They do have some early power to play with. They do have Seek Power here, Quarry to draw them into hopefully some cheaper interaction than what they are currently holding. Meanwhile, ABoss comes out of the gate swinging with a Yeti Spy into a Plunk, putting them definitely very, very close with Spifferific in the card advantage race.
Yeah, and with two Thunderrock's Masteries in hand, the aggro is not going to stop anytime soon from ABoss.
Yeah, any sort of roadblock that that Spifferific can think to put down will be dealt with pretty easily by the Masterpiece, except Black Book Pit Boss, which does have endurance and cannot be sent off.
So Quarry reduces the cost of Jack, which is interesting, but we don't have the third fire yet. We can use Seek Power, or we can inscribe the Zoe. But it is going to mean that we have to wait one more turn before we do anything meaningful to impact this board.
Yeah, we saw a jump kick, which gave us a snowball for extra reach. I see a ping to the face from the side. Champion of Fury comes down, a space, and ABoss is, well, on the ropes for sure.
Yep.
Decro too little too late, unfortunately.
Yeah, actually, it wouldn't really be too late if it wasn't for the site. If it takes down the site, are the units still gonna die? I don't think so.
The unit, no, the units,
Oh,
no,
it does.
never mind. Well, Spifferific is still dead, but that was a cool play.
He is still dead, but that was a valiant effort on the part of Diacro.
Yeah, it is my mistake. It is because the site did not die at end of turn. It died immediately during the board state, which is why the units died alongside it.
But we see ABoss take a quick 2-0 there, and Yetis moves on to the top 4.
That was definitely fast and furious right there. That's how we like our Yetis matches.
The good news is we still have more matches to go in our top 8, and it looks like we'll be switching over to marcusgwendolyn on Mokto mid-range against
Sunnyvale on Rakano. Sunnyvale shooting over a give chase here, which is gonna get dazzled by Marcus, unfortunately. Marcus holding on to a Koroviat Palace, gonna get played off right away next turn. I assume this is gonna be a withstand, yeah. Getting in for 7 beats.
I wonder if Sunnyvale is going to try and kill the site, which is not going to work out well because of that Defiance in hand. But I do think it's the play. Yep. There we go. Trick shot buffs the merchant, and then the merchant gets Defianced.
Absolutely backbreaking Defiance. This we're gonna see a wisdom from the side here, yeah.
Oh, and we picked up a single target removal for that flyer now.
Marcus here firmly in the driver's seat. They just need to keep drawing interaction to keep this advantage. Sunnyvale, I don't see any way they can come back from this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
their gift chase getting staggered there was definitely too much.
Once that Mocto deck gets into the mid range where they've got, 7, 8 power, it is real tough for the Rakano deck to push significant damage. They can push a little bit of burst damage, but from 15 or higher, it's a big ask.
Yeah, you really need to catch that control deck in a very in an off turn, right? And there weren't any real opportunities for that, unfortunately.
Not sure what game that was, but I think that might have been game 2.
All right.
We're
Well,
still working on that. So if they jump into game, we will continue to watch that. Otherwise, we might have one more backup match if that one is over.
if we do not, what are you thinking of the decks so far today? What decks uh, went above your expectations? What decks are you sad didn't make the cut? You know.
I have to say that Random's deck is definitely the deck that I wished would have made top 8 but didn't. I thought that it
Absolutely.
was a really cool build and a really fun deck.
Really cool, really creative deck. Still waiting on the commissions from Direwolf for all the Spire Shadows purchases that are about to come.
I would have to say that the card that has impressed me the most would be Give Chase. Again, I just didn't fully envision what kind of surprise damage you could get off of Give Chase. It's really done a lot of good work in these Rakano decks.
And of course, Give Chase also putting a shining light back into Trickshot Ruffian, which is one of my favorite cards. Just the amount of burst damage you get is so satisfying. And I do have to give a shout out to Sunnyvale, whose deck description is a quote from Ilya K, putting down Gift Chase as quote unquote garbage.
Oh, Sunnyvale is always always quick with the wit.
uh,
Okay,
okay.
so it looks like that match was over. I think we do still have one more match left. Yep, Apple Chips against Newer Shadow.
Yep.
Not sure what game they're on right now.
Well, whatever game this is, well, I
Wow, but it looks like it's over. Okay.
I saw an auto thread and I knew it was over.
All
Seems
right.
like we might have a different one. Okay, this board state looks pretty interesting.
Oh, this is the Xenon Mirror. Although I guess they're not identical decks, but interesting.
Yeah, we have also two Curiax totems. That's very cute. Hammer Time holding a full loaded grip. We have Send an Agent, we have Tazbu, we have Dino Nest, we have Vine Grafters. However, Krogi is on a Xenon Temple that's about to pop. They have an Owl Head that's currently almost fully online. Yep. Curtain
And
Call coming down.
yeah, so the curtain call is going to save the Owlhead. It's not going to save the site if Hammer Time wants to attack in, but he chooses not to. Interesting.
Yeah, Curtain Call gives your units +2 attack and lifesteal this turn, and then if you have 4 time influence, your units cannot die that turn.
Yeah, but I think I still would have sacrificed my units to slam into the site because Send an Agent does not kill World Joiner. Don't know how else you were going to deal with it.
That's very reasonable. Dunhill coming down here.
Oh, I guess Worthy Cause
Hmm.
works.
Hammer
Okay.
Time has a lot of interaction, a lot of possible value plays in hand. However, Krogi is so ahead. There's a world joiner that's going. There's an all head has turned on the decay, and that absolutely backbreaking for deck with actually some void recursion. And send an agent can only do so much. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, we can send an agent one unit. We can worthy cause another. But that's still not enough. Okay. Alright, drawing another card. Maybe we'll get a... Oh, okay. That was good. That's at least another chump block if we need
Yeah,
it.
Hammer Time really wants good chump blockers. We need to see Nahid's Faithfuls. We need to see Vara more than anything else. I feel Hotmaster Vikram also very good in this board state. Curtain
Oh
Call
no,
coming
curtain
coming
call
back
off the
right
top.
away. Absolutely unfair.
That's gonna be very
Curtain Call
backbreaking.
able to protect both the Owlhead and the World Joiner, Krogi's most important units, and we're probably gonna see an A space here. Oh my god, the Owlhead fully online now.
Yeah, not only is this a huge attack, but it's such a big lifesteal swing that Hammer Time is just done. Yep, doesn't care.
Nah,
Full grip, but just couldn't deal with all the threats.
not even close.
All right, it looks like that was the last game of the round. We're going to take a very quick break to figure out our top four. Oh, no, I am mistaken. We have one match left. Apple Chips and Newer Shadow must be game 3.
Yeah, I am seeing Apple Chips with a copy of Neo Shadow's Equalize from a twisted street urchin it seems.
Ooh, and Tormented Crown off the top with Auto Tread in hand. That is spicy.
Ooh.
Also has the Nico, so he's ready to go.
Lots and lots of value possible here. Krogi is sitting on a Decree currently. They're only at 5 power though, which is really surprising.
But they do have a Desert Marshal ready to take down the Auto Tread, so that Auto Tread will ping this turn, but not likely to ping any other turns.
Yeah, I think that newer shadow is definitely in the driver's seat here, but the situation could go out of hand at any moment, I feel. Auto tread activating on Diana? Was that a
Wait,
misclick?
what? Must have been a misclick, yeah.
Now that's gonna be a very fatal misclick for Apple Chips here. Desert Marshal comes down, sounds his auto tread. Equalize not doing anything for Apple Chips here. I guess they could play it as like a discard spell, discard 4. Seems pretty decent.
Yeah, this does work.
They can pitch a couple of their rats to it as well.
So, if I'm in Croz's seat, what am I keeping here? Oh, sorry, not Croz. Newer Shadow.
I think
Wow, he
this
kept New
is
Beginning.
reasonable. I think that's reasonable. You are mainly hoping to keep card advantage going, and New Beginning can guarantee, with a little bit of luck, it can guarantee you a lot of card advantage over a lot of games, a lot of turns. My bad. Waxing Moon here from Apple Chips.
That's a huge draw. He's still got that Tormented Crown in play, and it's one more
Nico,
trigger till it flips.
only that auto tread were not silenced. So Apple Chips is applying a lot of board pressure here. Meanwhile, Newer Shadow, they have an Equalize and they have a New Beginning, which, while Equalize can put in a lot of work, the Dianas that are currently on board, they cannot hold the fort forever.
Not to mention the counterspell in Applechips' hand will stop and equalize potentially.
The flicker has huge value against equalize. Absolutely.
So we see new
So
beginnings. There is a chance that you flicker the new beginnings here, but yeah, nope. Applechips does
I
not
don't.
mind about a little ramp.
Yeah, especially you only really care about the aspect of the new beginning, um, when when it will put your opponent above a very important power threshold, which I don't think would happen here. Furious Magniventrix actually not that impressive of a draw from the opponent, even though it is a very powerful card.
So the other thing that the new beginnings did is it triggered the crown and flipped the crown over because of the one drop that
The
pings
the,
when you play a
the street
spell.
urchin, yes.
Yeah.
That's your
So
speaking circle here from Neo Channel,
all of Newer Shadows units are now reckless, which is going
which
to make
means
it
that
very tough
the
to protect that circle.
which means that the speaking circle is now unprotected. Not only that, but oh, that is actually a lot of pressure that that speaking circle has just generated. However, Apple Chips is about to draw 3 full cards from these Diana stacking. As the
Wow.
Mizrael Drake.
Oh, and picks up face ages to make the equalize even worse. Oh no.
Equalize, absolutely doing nothing of value here for Neo Shadow anymore. Next turn, the moon will flip, which will make the Grenadine in Apple Chips' hand absolutely devastating to Neo Shadow's board state. Before they had a lot of pressure going, not quite that much.
Okay, we get an open contract. What else are we getting?
Hmm. In the market, Apple Chips has quite a handful of options.
So it looks like Applechips is planning to ping down the speaking circle and attack face. Nope, I guess not.
Oh, Apple Chips picking up a working copy of Auto Thread, which is absolutely devastating. Complete and utter board wipe right here.
Did they pass their turn without attacking?
Uh, no, they are currently activating the Auto Thread.
Okay, I thought I saw a turn
Yep.
go past. Okay,
Discarding
yeah, this makes more
discarding open
sense.
contract. Take down one Diana. You can probably leave out one Diana and not be too worried. Oh god.
I expect that the rest of the Dianas will go down after we draw some cards. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because we can still keep up Flicker, and we have an Aegis. I mean, this really can't go too wrong.
complete board wipe plus keeping up an engaged spell. Oh yeah, 3 power Grenadine. Sure, keep up Diana. It's gonna draw you a card. Why not? Apple Chips' face ages being an absolute boon against the equalize. Even if it wasn't there, they have the flicker protection. Newer Shadow drawing absolute bricks here.
Oh, actually, the Sabertooth does pop the Aegis, so he does look like Equalize could do something.
Huh.
Or
No, Apple
pop the crown. Okay.
Newer Shadow has chosen to pop the Crown of Torment, which is a valid play. However, Apple Chips already has a second one prepared.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a couple turns to turn.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
The amount of value that Apple Chips can generate every single turn is just not even Combre leaks can compete with that.
Yeah, because Combre relics don't have too much relic interaction, funny enough, it makes this match a little difficult for them. Okay, so now that was the last match. We are going to take a quick break while we figure out our top four, and we will
and
be
then
back
we're heading
soon.
into quarterfinals. The semifinals, my bad.